Hello students, welcome for our English class. This is the week number 17 and the topic is about jobs or occupations. So let's start with the first activity. Okay, look at the picture. Can you identify some occupations? Have letter A, B, C, D and E. Okay, our first activity is match that job in the picture with the correct name. Put the X if the job is not in the picture. For example, can you see a mechanic in the picture? No. Write a X. Can you see a delivery person? Yes, it's letter D. Can you see a doctor? Yes, letter A. Can you see a police officer? No. Can you see a street vendor? Yes, letter B. Can you see a firefighter? Yes, it's letter E. Can you see a waitress? Yes, it's letter C. And finally, can you see an artist? No. Next activity, listen and read. Listen to and read a blog. And also you have to answer this question. Who thinks that being organizer is a quality for the job? He or she does. I give you three options. Rosie, Felix, or both. Fair reason, Mrs. Rosalinda.
Mrs. Rosalinda Velasquez. My business is like my baby. Rosalinda Velasquez, or Rosie, is a street vendor. She cooks and sells anticuchos in the street in Lima. Let's learn a little bit more about her. She wakes up at 7 a.m. every day and she goes to the market to buy all the ingredients for her anticuchos. She never watches TV in the morning because she has no time. First, she washes the cookware and mixes all the ingredients needed to make anticuchos. Then, she opens her food stand and cooks anticuchos for all her customers. They love them. Rosalinda enjoys her job because her employees and customers are like her family. Street vendors are polite, friendly, and charismatic. That's why people always go back to them. My business is like my baby, she always says. Entry 2.
Employee of the Month, Felix Soto. Waiters and waitresses are the face of the restaurant. Felix Soto is a waiter at a restaurant in Iquitos. He was Employee of the Month in June and July. Let's learn a little bit more about him. He goes to work at 12 p.m. He works really hard in the afternoons, evenings, and sometimes at night too. First, he sets the tables and greets customers at the door. Then, he takes their order. After the chef finishes cooking the food the customer ordered, he takes it to each table. Felix likes his job because his coworkers are very friendly and his boss always tries to make them feel at home in the restaurant. Waiters and waitresses are quick and organized because they need to place orders correctly. Waiters and waitresses are the face of the restaurant, Felix often says.
That is the end of section 1.
Okay, who thinks that being organizer is a quality for the job? he or she does. What do you think? Yes, it's only Felix. Good. Next activity, understand. Put activity that Rosalinda and Felix do in the correct order. Okay? First, identify the activities of Rosalinda. For example, first, she goes to the market. Next, number 2, she washes the footwear. Yes, letter A. Number 3 is letter G. She mixes all the ingredients need to make anticulture. Number 4, letter C. She cooks anticultures for her customers. Next activity is it's about Felix. Okay, first Felix, letter F. He sets the table. Next, number 6, letter B. He, he greets customer at the door. Number 7 is letter B. He takes customer orders. And finally, letter E. He takes the orders to each customer's table. Good. And this part is your homework. You make all. Let's practice. In exercise 1, you have to match the picture with the correct occupation. Then complete 1, 2, 3, and 4 sentences with the correct job. Maybe fisherman, worker, nurse, police officer, or teacher. Next, in exercise number 2, complete a paragraph with a correct verb in present simple. And finally, the listening comprehension. In activity number 2, do it yourself, you have to describe someone's job. Okay? In the first step, read very carefully about Fiorella's and Patricia's doctor, and you have to complete this part with 2 extra activities and 2 or 3 extra characteristics or adjectives of this person. Okay, according the occupation. In the step number 2, in this part you only choose one profile and create a blog. Remember to consider the introduction, consider to write 3 sentences about the activity the people or the person does. Write 2 sentences about the characteristics of this person. Please include a quote. Also include a picture about the person. And that's all. In the part of Let's Reflect, you have to mark the correct answer. For example, in number 1 said, the blog about Rosie and Felix describe the action in past, present, or future. What do you think? In present. And you continue until the number 5. And that's all for this week. So students, take care a lot and see you on